Fairview's coffee has mysteriously gone missing. Mayhem ensues when strange, coffee-craving zombies plague the city. Detective Mickey Potatoes, an overworked public servant, uncovers why ordinary citizens are losing their minds and how to stop the coffee apocalypse. But it involves the mafia. And when you're dealing with mafia crime families, nothing is ever easy. The mafia controls everything in the city, including the police, including him. If he breaks the mafia, they will break him. So, the city is without coffee. The city is burning before his very eyes, but he's powerless. Detective Potatoes has the power to stop the coffee apocalypse, but if he does, he could lose everything.
The Madness Comic Network and Comic-Related Madness proudly presents Monday Madness, featuring Pops and the Richness, and indie creators from around the world. Tune in to our content on Comic Talk with Pops Van Zant on YouTube.
Relax, open your ears real wide and say, give it to me straight, doctor, I can take it.
Kick the chocks out from under the wheels. Flaps up. No offense, Margaret. Contact. We're off. Brum, brum.
Doctor, doctor, give me the news. I got a bad case of loving you.
That's right. The doctor is in. The Pops is not. Pops and Rich were down for the count today. Pops is sick. Rich is grading papers. They called me up. They said, Doc, can you handle it? I said, do we have any guests? No. Do we have a topic? No. That's just my speed. I can handle that. But I dare not do it alone. So, you know.
This is my place, okay? I have in here who in the fuck I want.
Hey,
So I brought in my co-host, the sexy, the stunning, the scintillating, and early.
Ooh, scintillating.
Hello, Fanta. And Don, yeah, I feel better than I did yesterday. And yesterday I felt better than I did the day before. And today, I'm here. Hey, it's Memorial Day. We're just going to give a quick little point here. This is not Veterans Day. I've I've had people thanking me for my service all day. I didn't die.
Yeah.
Memorial Day is to remember those, our brothers and sisters in arms who laid down their lives in defense of our nation and our freedom and our ideals. It ain't about us veterans, living veterans today. So just remember, freedom ain't free, y'all. It's the most expensive thing we have.
Yeah. Ain't that the truth?
Yep. So on that note, we're going to get into some mischief today. Tanner, have you heard?
I've heard.
There's a, it comes and it goes and now it's back again. There's this fight about Indiegogo versus Kickstarter and loyalty to this one and loyalty to that one. And I got to make a living for my family and this, that, and the other. And I don't care what you say. We're not doing that. We're not doing that here today. What we're going to do. Hello, Carol. Mischief. Yes, and I will drop the link here in a minute, Carol, if you want to pop in. But what we're going to do is we're going to spend a little bit of time. Oh, Q, thank you so very much.
Thank you,
Q.
Q.
Sailor and Soldier. He remembered. Thank you, Q. We're going to head over to Fund My Comic, where freedom of speech is taking its last stand. And we're going to just kind of go shop as if it's our first time seeing it and we don't know anything about it. We're just going to kind of look through there, not just at the campaigns, but at the website, Fund My Comic itself, and see what's up.
Heck yeah.
Because why not?
Yeah, why not?
So, Tanner, what have you been getting up to today?
Oh, man. I've just been working on a lot of new merchandising ideas and concepts for merchandising for my latest merger. I'm working with I'm Just Saying Body Piercing out of Virginia.
Nice.
So, you know, we're going to be doing a character based on their logo, and you know, that's what I started today. We had our first meeting, and then I hit the ground running. You know?
What now? You told me the character backstage. What was it?
It's the Bun Bot.
The Bum Bot or Bun Bot?
Bun Bot.
Bun as in bunny. Bun Bot.
Yes. Yep.
Okay. All right. See, I heard Bum Bot, and my brain took off. That would be awesome. Good too. Fant, I'm glad you're with us for however long you're with us. So without further ado, let me open up over here on Fund My Comic. And we're going to get over there and take a look. And I want to hear from the chat also. You're in this with us today as we head over here and give things a look.
You're with us on this magical adventure.
I'll maybe be back later.
Two friends against the odds.
We're being left for smoked pork and mac and cheese. Damn it! Can we just come with you? We'll just leave this going and we'll come in. All right, let me see here. Present, share screen. Oh, let me do this first. Let me drop the link. Carol and Q, you guys are certainly welcome. Dawn, you are always welcome. Fanta,
Heck yeah.
You want to come on before you have to go live yourself? Come on in. It is an impromptu show today. You know, never hand me the keys to the car. Just say
We're going off the rails.
I might drive somewhere. No, I told Pops what I was going to do. And he's like, yeah, that's cool. So let's, as we wait for some folks to pop in, let's go ahead and take a look here. Entire screen, allow, add to stream, and bam. There we go. All right. Is it showing?
I'm seeing it.
All right, Fund My Comics. Now, we're going to explore this thing thoroughly. I should sign in, but I've got an account. Fund my comics. Let's see. YFMC, explore, start, log in, help, homepage. So your crowdfunding home for comics and games. Prepare yourself, intrepid readers, for a truly exhilarating proposition. Bestow upon the website the remarkable gift of tipping and unlocking a cataclysmic surge of support for your beloved campaigns. Embrace the incredible might of your generosity as it propels these cherished endeavors into the illustrious realm of featured picks, where they shall shine like beacons, captivating the hearts and minds of countless devotees. With each tip you offer, you assure the mantle of an architect of innovation, fortifying the platform to unveil awe-inspiring new features that shall leave onlookers breathless. Let it be known the default tip amount is but a mere starting point, for it is your unwavering dedication that shall truly elevate these campaigns to new heights. As the tips flow and accumulate, like a surge of otherworldly energy, these campaigns shall ascend ever higher, their stay upon the illustrious list extended. Stand united with us, valiant heroes, and together we shall script a legend that reverberates through the comic book cosmos, heralding the triumph tales of these extraordinary campaigns. Wow.
Say that 3 times fast.
I somehow feel the need for a cigarette after all that. All right, so let's just scrolling down the page here. Should I go across the top menu first, or should I scroll down first?
Yeah, let's go across the top menu.
All right, let's look at YFMC. How FMC is different. Aside from our features, our commitment to this crowdfunding process sets us apart. We love comics and games and are dedicated to seeing great escapism reach everyone. We know how much work it takes to make something, and we're here to make sure everyone from the creator to the fan can walk away from this experience feeling good. Plan to succeed, set realistic goals, connect with the right vendors. And, of course, we know why they started FMC. I'm going to say this. My attraction to this is my campaign, which did successfully fund on Indiegogo, Pariah Blood and Mud, funded in spite of Indiegogo, not because of Indiegogo. I was shadow banned over there from sign up to the end of the campaign. And I just don't want to do business with people that hate me that much.
Mm-hmm.
And because Kickstarter will absolutely just deplatform you for no reason, no warning, no notice, no nothing. They don't have to explain themselves because Indiegogo has gone on a shadow banning spree. You do have to kind of ask, is it me or is it my campaign? Well, my campaign had nothing in it that was offensive to anybody. So you got to figure it was me because I'm a little bit right of center. Well, we didn't set out to make a website like this. We just wanted to make a custom environment to crowdfund without algorithms, trust and safety concerns, cancel culture, and exclusion. Most importantly, we wanted to keep more of the money we raised. As we worked to build this, we discovered how many creatives out there wanted a place just like that too. And so we began to think on a larger scale. And let me bring in Fanta. Hello, Fanta, darling.
Hello.
Hello. Hey, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Glad to have you.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Fanta.
No, I'm good. Go ahead.
It goes on to say, this has not been an easy endeavor, but we know anything worth doing comes with some challenges. Nothing worthwhile is ever easy. An environment that serves the creatives and not the corporations was necessary. This is a place for freedom of expression and fierce independence. That is an all-inclusive creed, and we know that censorship defeats progress, so the work must be done. This became so much bigger than just a safe alternative that was secure and tailored to our own needs. It grew into an opportunity for everyone, irrespective of race, gender, sexual orientation, political party, religion, or anything else, to tell their stories, and that's what they're committed to doing. So yeah, I've been on board with this since it launched. I am working as hard as I know how to work to get my first book over here that I will put over here, and that is going to be A Damn Dirty Thing, Chapter 1, Blood on the Bricks. So, yeah. Let's look at a few things here. Now, the featured picks. Let's do it this way. Comics. All right, comics. Sanjay, issue 1, The Origin is, let's see. I don't know how to tell if they're live or not.
It should tell you down underneath it. Maybe it's different on my phone.
Okay.
On my phone, if you are just scrolling down through, underneath it, it'll say, like so much out of a whatever goal, or it'll have 0, and then over to the right, it'll say hasn't started yet. Or you click on it and it'll tell you.
Oh, well, there we go. Let's do that. All right. So this is a continuous campaign with no end date. I guess it's live and has not yet funded yet. So think Sanjay. See how he escaped a planet of slavery and became a symbol for freedom. And this looks a lot like what it is, a crowdfunding platform. We got sample pages. We got the tiers over here.
Yeah.
Interesting. Now, we're not going to detail every single campaign here. We're just going to kind of poke through and see what's up. We all know this guy, right?
I was going to say, hey, look what we found.
The Great Private American. He's at $393, raised in 3 days, but only funding for $500.
Mm-hmm. I just did a video on this.
Yes, you did. I saw it. I think I commented. I tried to comment on all of them, Fanta. I really do.
Thank you.
We kind of know the story. There was a horrific hate campaign launched against Mike Barron's book, Private American.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That got a deplatformed. And so far as I know, as of this writing, I'm gonna kind of not that. Let's go back here. As far as I know, Private American, Mike Barron is the biggest name over here right now.
Mm-hmm.
But we can kind of look, when this first launched, I remember there were campaigns for $100, $250, but we're already seeing, the Wise of Heart came over here after being deplatformed, and they have reached $7,656, which is 128% of their goal of $6,000. And then you've got AR-13L, the little mermaid, been making some waves. Pardon the pun. They're at 104%, and their goal was 7,500. I don't know what Ma'am I Am is. From Cheeky Creative Powerhouse, Chet Festival, because Ma'am I Am a book. I don't even know what that is. It's Ma'am.
Ma'am I Am is
that a spoof?
Sort of Dr. Seussy type thing against. Well, I don't know if against is the right word, but it's like
shining a light on the madness of the current social left.
There you go. The trans agenda.
Yeah. Okay. Ma'am, I Am. I like it. All right. And then we've got my buddy, John Dillard's, The Buckler Canadian Tussle. We'll take a look at his trailer here in a minute because it cracks me up.
Woohoo, Dillard.
Now, his goal was $40. Excuse me, I cracked myself up. He's at $2,324 of that, which I think is the highest. No, it's not the highest percentage. I beg to differ. I just saw one over here. But that's pretty high percentage, 5,810% of his funding goal. Raid of the White Leopard by Edwin Acevedo is amazing looking. I have watched a lot of this as it's developed on Twitter. He is funded for 1,500 goal, and he's at 116% of that with $1,738. So the point is the prices are going up. Now, Battle Brick Road was already funded elsewhere, wasn't it, Fanta?
I can't remember if it funded. I think it did. I think my video was when it was in demand. So I think so.
So this is kind of an in-demand thing over here. They've played, they only needed $1, but they have raised $103,649.
And that's just off of this site alone, right?
No, that's combined.
No, that's
Now, having said that, though, gone are the days of the $100 campaigns already. Just that fast, we've moved on. So then we got the Mythicals over here. They set it up for $500. Well, they're at $9,238. Congratulations to
go Hojo.
Yeah, Hojo and everybody over at South River. You guys rock. Hojo's a great guy too, by the way.
Yeah.
Hybrids is currently sitting at 66% of their needed $2,500. Shadow Sentry 2. Now, this one I haven't heard of, but that doesn't mean anything. There's a lot of things I haven't heard of. Sitting at $340 of 68% of their 500 needed. And Professor Herbert and Geo Adventures. Okay, know nothing about it, but I already kind of like this one. Actually perks my curiosity here. Let's get in here. I gotta know. All right, that's very cool. that actually looks interesting to me.
Yeah. I'm going to have to go. I wanted to come up and say hi. And I didn't know if you heard or not, but Kelsey Shannon is supposed to launch here on Fund My Comic exclusively.
I have heard this, and I've also heard, but I don't know if I'm allowed to say, so I better keep it. But another big name has said, "Yep, moving over there." So we're looking at some big, Michael Barron. We got Kelsey Shannon, a couple of other big names, kind of talking about it.
Yep.
So,
I mean, they've said it live, so
yeah.
I don't think it's a big deal. to say.
Oh no, Kelsey's out with it. I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, EVS also.
Yes. So this is the thing, folks. Nobody likes to be shadow banned, and no one likes to be deplatformed, right? Nobody likes cancel culture except the people that do it.
Yeah.
But there are some people that they themselves are not canceled or shadow banned or deplatformed, but they've had enough of watching it happen to their friends. And so I see nothing but growth for Fund My Comic.
Yeah.
The fee that they take out is less than Indiegogo. It's less than Kickstarter. And you're looking at it for yourself. The campaigns look just like they do anywhere else. There's integrity behind this. There's a human touch behind it. Once your campaign is approved to be there, nobody's going to launch a hate campaign and get you taken down. It stays.
Yep.
Randy Zimmerman, 91% of 500 at $457 for the Fool. Randy is with Silverline, I think, isn't he?
Not for certain, actually.
I'm pretty sure.
Is he with Arrow?
Maybe he's Arrow. I don't know.
I don't remember.
He's Arrow.
Okay.
Editor-in-chief of Arrow Comics from 96 on. And Randy's good people. I watch him frequently.
He's funny.
He's over there on Raging.
Yeah, and he's over with, he goes on with Luke and some of the other people we all know and love. So, yeah, and I've seen this, and it looks great.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just nothing here to not like.
It looks fun.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, it does.
But I'm one more thing. EVS said that he might throw something small over on Fund My Comic, that he's not going to move completely, but later he may. Just, depends on how things go.
Okay.
So he said he may launch something like an in-between kind of book or something.
Yeah. I've heard
and
that.
see what happens. And John said that he's going to wait and see how it goes for for about a year or something like that before he moves over.
There's a lot of people that kind of have that. I'm going to watch it and see. But remember, trends are trends, and trends are easy to spot. If these campaigns started out week one funding for $100 or $250, and we're already looking at 10,000 in this short amount of time, then they're already running almost on par with the biggins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Dawn.
Hi.
Welcome.
Hey, how are you?
Full. Very, 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 very full.
Don't come in here.
Well, I'm gonna have to say hi and bye. Love you guys. Thanks for having me up.
Fanta, always a pleasure to see you here. The door's always open for you.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Later.
Bye.
Yeah, imagine that, man. There's a stream on Doc's channel, and Doc is actually here. It was like, I kid you not, the Born Loser comic strip that used to be in the papers as a daily back in the 70s. The Born Loser, I don't know what his name was. He said, "Holy cow, Gladys, you're not going to believe it." And she comes running in there, and he goes, "Johnny Carson's on the Johnny Carson show."
Oh. So you've heard me talk about the cave, haven't you? The Dork Cave?
Yes.
This is half behind me and part of Endor above me.
I see that. Now, is that your collection?
Is it what?
Is that your collection?
No, it's my significant other's. He does his Lego thing out here, and
right on. Get your geek on, brother.
Heck yeah.
And we're going to do that. Let me share screen again. We're going to go over here, and we're going to look at a couple of our friends that are on Fund My Comic. Uh-oh.
The door just opened up.
All right. And we'll add that to the stream, and then we go back over here. Let's do that very thing. Billy Power Max, of course, saying, hey, show our friends over here. So let me start with our buddy John Dillard with his amazing art and his amazing trailer. Let's take a look.
Hey, buddy, what are you doing over there? Put that thing away. Don't be a dirty birdie like this chump. Get your entertainment the safe and easy way by backing the Buckler Canadian Tussle. Live now on Fun My Comic.
I like that.
Yeah. There's nothing not to like about John Dillard's work, period. It's just amazing stuff. Now, the Buckler has appeared in very serious, straightforward, traditional comic book format, but John has said repeatedly that this kind of over-the-top, exaggerated cartoon style is his favorite. If he could do what he wanted to do, it would all be that way. Now, here's the thing. All in the world he was trying to do was the digital book for $4. But people said, no, we want the physical and the digital. So he's made that happen. The Buckler Worldwide, $15 plus shipping. And then $200 for the original book, the PDF, original art, 8x10 watercolor, color pencil, ink on tone board. And if you haven't seen John Dillard's original work, you're missing out. The guy is, simply put, probably the best of us that isn't a big name. He's just that good. And look, I am a creator, and I say that. All right, let's go on down. We're looking for, well, here's another buddy of mine. This is Marv V, the Sin Killer. This dude is just an ink slinger. I love it. You talk about stuff that'll remind you of Frank Miller all day, back when Frank Miller could still draw. Also from Arrow Comics, Gabriel, Ripper of Souls. Look at that. Good looking stuff from our old buddy Mark.
Nice.
And we don't have to scroll much. Of course, Chrome Dog cruising right along. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. Justin Sweet, of course, he's at he only wanted $100 for this thing, and he funded for $227. I think he was already funded elsewhere. Justin Belmont has Smokes the Fox and Weaponized Werewolf 0 Second Chance campaign running over here. He got over for 100, and he's at 981. And let's see, we gotta do the Discover More. Whoa! It scrolled without me. I didn't do that. You come back here.
It wanted you to discover really fast.
Yeah, read fast. See if it does that
Johnny
again.
5, more input.
Here we go. Crips and Legends by our buddy Stephen B. He raised $142 in 1 month. 60 days to go.
That was at that launch. That should be higher than that by now.
It should absolutely be higher than that. I'm asking everybody, go to Fund My Comics, share out his campaign, back it if you can, contribute some kind of way. Stephen B. is probably one of the hardest working guys in comics, a great storyteller. I mean, he's got a quirky art style that you instantly fall in love with. And he just
I got that song in my head, Doc.
What's that?
The song, I have it in my head now.
What song?
Keep it.
Come in love, keep it, come in love. Don't stop it now, don't stop it. No.
Yes.
I don't have that one in the studio, or I would totally be playing it.
We played it for him.
Yeah.
The manual version.
So here's what we're looking at, folks. Imagine, if you will, for a moment, a place where you, a creator, can fund your comic book without the fear of being shadow banned for no reason or deplatformed because some blue-haired land whale got offended by something you said in 1987. You can do that here on Fund My Comic. Luke Stone and company, huge shout out to you guys. All right, so that's all the shilling I'm going to do for a moment. Let's check in with the chat. If I can. Carrie and Billy are chatting away.
I can't see the chat today because I'm on my phone.
Well, yeah, Rex isn't permitted to play the trailer because it's on Rex's choppy ass theater over there. But unlike Rex, I don't live out in East Bumfuzzle. I actually have working internet here, so we can play the trailer.
By the way, hi, Carrie.
Yeah. Her question for Pops. Let's see. I get so confused.
I'm rubbing off on you.
Where is Pops hiding? Pops is under the weather today with some stomach issues. He says he thinks it's an ulcer, but basically it's kicking his ass. And so he's down. He reached out, Carrie, and he said, "Hey, Doc, Rich can't handle the madness for Monday, and I'm sick. Can you handle it?" And I said, "Well, is there a guest?" He said, "No." I said, "Is there a topic?" He said, "No." I said, "Perfect, I'll do it."
That's one thing about this station, this channel, is it comes together.
Yes, yes.
One way or another.
Mm-hmm.
The Pete they were talking about is, help me out here, guys. Peter Gilmore, I think, is who they were talking about. He does, he does lots of things, but he did the Jack the Ripper comic with Mandy Summers that looks amazing.
Okay.
So anyway, yeah. Know this, Fund My Comic is going to be the home for everything I do henceforth. All right. As soon as I finish this 12-page floppy that I'm doing, Blood on the Bricks, A Damn Dirty Thing, it's going over there, and we will also have a catch-up tier so you can get Pariah Blood and Mud. And then when the second part of Pariah comes out, which is Sanctum of Hate, that will launch over there and be only there. Now, I've had people say, "Well, Doc, don't you think you ought to stay on Indiegogo to get that foot traffic?" I said, "What foot traffic? I'm shadow banned." All of the funding I got came from direct referrals. I go on a show, I talk about it, and I drop the link and people go. I can do that anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So why would I stay with a company that hates me? Yeah, and I'm not even sure if I'm right about which Pete they were talking about, Carrie. That's just the only Pete I'm aware of. But yeah, they wanted Carrie to go over there, 2:00 in the morning, her time, and knock on somebody's door and wake them up. So my first instinct is to say no to that. All right. Steven, take over for a minute. I need a fresh pack of cigarettes and a goodies powder. I will be right back.
Okay.
Tell them that one joke you know.
Oh, yeah.
Did he say Steven? Is there something we don't know?
Okay. Yes, my first name is Steven, and I go by my middle name, which is Tanner.
I was like, wait a minute. Stephen B's here? Where's he at? I don't see him.
And I'm surprised that he called me.
I honestly thought he was talking about Stephen B for a second. I'm like, where is he? But okay. Yes, I have a friend. I have friends that go by the middle name, so I understand. So
I'm on a stream. Oh, okay. They come bearing gifts.
I know mine
Deviled
just
eggs.
goes, can I take a nap before for an hour now? I have to give him credit. He's been up smoking that for since 8:30 this morning. He was smoking it, so I think I'm getting kicked off of here so he can go to take a nap.
Oh.
Oh, I'm being kicked out of the cave. I can go back in the bedroom.
Oh,
but
I got you.
He's coming out here to take a nap and making me go in the bedroom. That sounds weird. That doesn't make sense. So he's clearing off his leg. You know what? This is his thing. And it's like, there's the other half of Endor, and then he's got the stuff. Oh, there he is. I'm going to turn the camera off for just a second.
Okay.
And I'm going to turn it on.
Okay, well, hold on. I want to.
So there's this mentality that seems to be present with the big two crowdfunders, Kickstarter and Indiegogo.
Okay, I'm listening.
Much like other entities from the past, they think they're too big to fail. I would remind them, or I have 3 letters for them, AOL. AOL owned the internet from the 90s to the early 2000s. They bought Time Warner. They bought Coca-Cola. They are not a big deal anymore. Look at that collection.
That's an impressive collection.
Holy,
Guess the planet.
Wow.
Big at you here. Holy cow. Holy cow. All right, that's beyond geekdom. That's an obsession.
Well, in all fairness, he is a recovering alcoholic, and he went from drinking to doing this, which I have no problem with him doing this.
Heck yeah.
Me either.
Congratulations.
Hey, excuse me. I wholeheartedly approve of that, by the way, as a therapeutic intervention.
As a non-licensed therapist, right?
That's right. I have no credentials whatsoever. I have no idea what I'm talking about.
So, okay, well, I might hop back on. I don't know for sure, but you guys have a good Memorial Day. I know it's not your day, but thank you for your service.
Thank you.
That's what I even tell Ted, because he's Navy, he's ex sailor. But I tell him that all the time. I was like, we appreciate what you've done. So,
well, you tell Ted I said fair winds.
Doc says fair winds. Thank you. So, well, in case I don't see you guys, have a good afternoon.
You too, girl. Always a pleasure.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
So the idea of we'll do what we want to do because we're too big to fail. Where else are they going to
go? Surprise.
Well, when
see a need, fill a need.
When AOL owned the world, and remember, it was the first social media. They had the what was it? The chat rooms.
Chat rooms, yep.
And people loved them. Millions of people were using it, just like social media today. Only it was real time. And then a little thing called Facebook showed up. And then we had Twitter, and then we have Instagram and all these others. Here's the point, Indiegogo and Kickstarter. You ain't too big to fail. All it takes is someone with balls bigger than yours and a little stick-to-itiveness, and you got Fund My Comic, where there's no censorship. Because let me point this out to you guys. The people burning books and censoring people are never the good guys.
Yeah.
Get me started on it. Tanner, they sent me a survey from Indiegogo about my experience in funding with them.
Oh, how did that go?
Well, I just want to say this. You know how sometimes you'll get in an argument with somebody and then later on you'll you'll kind of, oh man, I wish I'd have said this. Yeah, I don't have that problem. I left it all on the table for Indiegogo. All right. I don't like you. I will not do business with you again, ever. I won't buy a product off of here. I will not run a campaign on here, you know. And yeah, I'm nobody. I'm one little guy, but there's lots of us, and we talk.
This is true.
No Q. MySpace was after Facebook, but before Facebook, there was MySpace. Yes, you're exactly right. After AOL was MySpace and then Facebook. Yes, exactly right. Tom was everybody's friend.
He was everyone's friend.
Everybody's friend. Where is Tom when we need him? Hey, Pops, good to see you. Hang in there, buddy. Oh, my goodness. It's getting hot in here. I'm going to run my air and hope it doesn't make such a noise. You have to tell me, Tanner, if it's too loud. Here it comes. Is it too much?
No, I don't think so.
All right. Just a little bit of air. It gets hot as hell in my studio in the afternoon, y'all. A few years ago, the central air just wasn't working. I'm like, why is this happening? So I called the tech out, and he inspected that unit outside the house. Oh, it's fine. It was almost brand new.
Mm-hmm.
It ought to be. It was spent $5,000 on the damn thing. So then we crawled under the house together, and oh, there's the problem. All right, problem number one, they used that soft ducting instead of the old metal ducting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the chipmunks and field mice had turned them into nests. And I said, I do not have thousands of dollars to reduct this whole house. So we got a few window units. And we discovered we can keep the house just as cool, and it costs less. People say, well, they're more expensive. No, they're not. You only run them when you need them. You turn them off when you don't. And it keeps the whole house cool. But what about heat? Same thing. Small space heaters, more efficient than heating the whole house when we're not using the whole house.
This is true.
Just saying. All right, so Tanner, I'm curious.
You're curious.
Yes.
What are you curious about?
You have successfully funded on Kickstarter.
Uh-huh.
You've done business with them, and you've never had a bad experience with them.
No.
But you're aware of some of the things they've done with others.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Now, that is not to say, yes, it's 72 degrees in Atlanta. It's a little hotter where I am. And let's don't forget the humidity. Because this is Georgia.
It's been cold the last few days for us.
You guys get the onshore breezes, though.
Yeah.
Where you're at. Tanner and I are in the same state, but our state's bigger than all of England, so, you know. It's not really. Pretty close.
We're close to it. Pretty close.
But what was I saying before?
You were asking me about Kickstarter.
Kickstarter. What are your thoughts about doing business over on Fund My Comic? That's not me saying you should. I'm asking.
Oh, I'm not opposed to it at all. In fact, I'm thinking about pulling my stuff over and seeing if I can get a good foothold of interest over there.
Which would mean taking a title over to break the ice. Would that be electric, you think, or would it be Ren?
Well, I still have copies of Ren, so I mean, I might just take Ren over there so I can try to unload what I still have.
Take Ren, do a perpetual campaign that's like a in demand, and just set a low goal and just keep it going.
See what happens. Yeah.
and really, I think, push. I'm Tanner Hurley. I'm the artist, writer, creator, and publisher of blah, blah, blah. And I'm doing my business on Fund My Comic, and just get on you know how this works, man. Get on the circuit and go on every show and interview. You can go off people, dog, stop bashing. I do not bash England. I am an Anglophile. I love me some England. I almost moved there not last year, before the COVID hit. Okay, shut up. It's making noise. My plan was to sell the house, buy a narrowboat, and live on the canals in England. Don't even try me, girl. I was headed over. I was on my way. But, there's a mutual thing there, Carrie. The British say Americans are the only people I know of that think 100 years is a long time. To which we reply, yeah, well, Brits are the only people we know that think 100 miles is a long way. Pops throws out a random bah. Okay. I'm not sure what that means, but he's in pain, so he's to be forgiven.
Yeah.
All right, so moving Ren over there in a big launch. Tanner.
Yeah.
Do you have your own YouTube channel?
I do.
When's the last time you made content for it?
Oh boy.
I'm just saying, to begin with, we ought to stream our show on your channel also.
Mm-hmm. I'm not opposed to it. I'm don't I'm not good with the electronics gobbledygook. So a lot of times I just forget to post stuff, It's not that I don't understand it. I get tied up with this, that, and the other.
I hear you. I am the least tech savvy person that I personally know. My wife is my tech support. Okay. And when I was doing my fine art channel, I learned how to film a vlog on my phone, take out the SD card, put it in a converter, plug it in the computer, and upload it to YouTube. No edits. So when I did a vlog, it was one take. I had to get it right every time. And you see me sit down in front of the camera because I just turned it on, and get up and go turn it off because I didn't even know how to edit the beginning and end off of these things. I was begging somebody, please come help me with edits. Oh, let's see. Be careful when there's a gent with two dogs who lives on one. Both his dogs were shot at close range. He's totally innocent. But the mission nervous was just like, ooh, I couldn't even imagine, man. But I do follow several boat tubers. Gary, Captain Phillips, Cruising the Cut, Our Narrowboat Adventure, Holly the Narrowboat. I follow all those guys. I watch their blogs, and I love them. And they get together once a year. They have a boat tubers. That's what they call themselves. The YouTubers and the boaters. They have a boat tubers convention where they all putz to the same place, and they get together and they cook out and they film together. And it's interesting to me because you're only moving at a whopping 3 miles an hour. So if they say we're going to meet up somewhere, they got to set out a month in advance to get there. I don't know how slow they moved to. One day I was watching a real time from the bow of Cruising the Cuts boat, and he's filming it going down the canal. And it's beautiful, And this is the thing: you could be right in the middle of an ugly ass area, but right along the canal with these lovely old oak trees, and it just looks like you're cruising through Sherwood Forest, and it's beautiful.
Oh man, that sounds nice.
Yeah. But then he's, and you see a woman pushing a baby carriage past him. It's like, that's the life for me. Quick, we got to slow down. There's an iceberg. No, there's not. And no, we don't.
Bump.
Dunk. Now, what does confuse me is they have little horns on the boat. So if you're going to a turn that you can't see around or coming through a tunnel that you can't see the other side, you're supposed to sound your horn to let
Okay.
a coming boat know that you're entering first. And their horns sound like little Nissan. My boat's going to have an 18-wheeler. Put a big steamboat whistle on that thing. I'm saying, I'm going to let them know I'm coming.
There you go.
Yeah, that's true. Or what is this now? 8 officers' guns. They shot both dogs at close range. They was only barking to protect their owner. The police tasered the owner and then shot the dog at close range. All because a woman saw these 2 dogs picked up her own screaming and swinging her own dog about. Oh, Carrie wanted to know, Pops, the Pete that Roland was talking about last night, Roland and Tommy. Which Pete was that? Pops would be the one to know other than Roland or Tommy, and I'm sure they're not watching right now. I'm Billy Powermax. Follow me on MySpace. I still have an AOL account. I just don't remember the password. But like I've got an AOL mail. I'm frightened to even go look at it if I could get into it. I may try that.
Oh, wow.
Just to see what all's in there. That would be interesting. Huh?
You've got mail.
You've got motherfucking mail, biatch. They should be watching. You're right. So last night, by the way, Tanner, they had an interesting topic on Silverline. Things that have not been adapted to comics that you personally would go, you know what? I would like to adapt that and make a comic. Peter Clinton. What do you think, Tanner? Is there something out there you would like to do?
I'll tell you what. Because I've wanted it adapted into a movie, like a real movie. You know, I think it does have a movie, but it's like a cartoon type thing. But I think it'd make a great comic. Candyland. Candyland. Yeah, I mean, what a cross between, you know, the Dark Crystal and Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. You know.
Yeah.
You could have a lot of fun with that, I think.
All right. Now, I've got mine, and I mentioned it last night, and I started a whole thing over there with them. I want to do the graphic novel Operation Mindcrime.
Oh, snap.
The whole story's there.
Yeah.
It needs editing. It needs dialogue. Could you imagine? I would do it in black and white. And maybe watercolor. I don't know. Black and white.
I would buy that. I would totally buy that.
Have play track 2 here. Just a little star, track 2. You know, I Don't Believe in Love or Revolution Calling or Eyes of a Stranger.
Yeah.
I would love to do it. Oh my goodness. Billy says, of the world I see, the lizard people have taken over the world. Well, I don't really think the lizard people want our world. They've seen it. They're like, yeah, no, this was a bad idea. Let's just call the mothership and go home. These people are just effed. I honestly think that when aliens cruise by Earth, they lock their doors.
Yeah, I could see that.
We're helpless without our meme review, aren't we?
Are we? Are we though?
The android soy boy robots fly over cities looking for the unwoke to be put in camps. The unwoke, yeah. Listen, everybody has said it, but I don't think people get how seriously you can now compare the book 1984 to modern culture. It is damn scary.
See, and I own it, so which I've read multiple times. And yeah, it is. It's pretty terrifying, you know.
Poor Winston, man. Don't be the unwoke in the woke newspeak world. My God, man, that book was not meant to be a user's guide to how to run the world. It was a warning.
It was a cautionary tale.
Cautionary tale, just like Fahrenheit 451.
Yeah.
Like the people that own Indiegogo and Kickstarter read that book and said, "Hey, there's a good business model."
Yeah.
And I'll be honest with you. Now, I'm a little older than Tanner is.
You are?
Yeah. I can tell you that back when I served during the Cold War under Ronald Reagan, our fear was the Soviet Union and their 10,000 nuclear warheads pointed at us. All right. Little did I know that in 2023, the fear would be of the pink-haired land whale SJWs wanting to do family-friendly drag shows with toddlers. I didn't know this was going to be the big threat to society. Did you?
Who would have thought, Bud Light and stuff like that.
Right, man. Remember the commercials with Rodney Dangerfield and Roger Staubach and all those, less filling tastes great. Less filling tastes great. Who'd have thunk it? Carrie, your answer's in the madness chat. Yeah, okay, she saw it. Well, he's usually on with the Silverline guys, so when you see them on, he's usually on with them. Am I correct in that, Pops? And Pops, by the way, I hope you get to feeling better, buddy. I personally, having been down Friday, Saturday, and Sunday with gut issues, I have nothing but empathy for your current situation, sir. Because there ain't nothing like just having to lay down with a hot water bottle on your guts and cry for a little while. And then my wife just goes, "Suck it up, Buttercup." I'm sorry, honey. Oh, let me see. Pops, why don't you give Hyper Wizard a slot? He's in the UK. I don't know who Hyper Wizard is. If you got a link for him, drop it on my channel, Carrie. I'm pretty sure
who is this Hyper Wizard?
I need to make sure of that. Let me double check wrench status here on my people. Pops, we're going to start broadcasting the coffee shop on Tanner's channel also. He'll send you the link. Yeah, okay. Everybody here has got wrenches on my channel. All right. Yeah, if you got a link you want to drop, Carrie, drop it. One last standing testosterone-filled colonizer plans to start World War IV and end the reign of the lizard people. Last days of the bloodbender. This is Billy's book that he wrote, and Stephen B. is penciling or doing all the art for.
Nice.
Am I correct, Billy? Last days of the bad moon. We can certainly hope so. Hope it's the last days of it. Now, my personal feeling is there does tend to be a pendulum, and we know there's a fixed law in physics for every action. There's an equal and opposite reaction. That does seem to be the case in things political and social also. So the pendulum can only swing so far one way before it comes swinging back the other way. And I think Ron DeSantis in Florida is showing us the way to cut out these SJWs. And they scream and they hem and haw about it and they have meltdowns and whatever. But Florida remains a bastion. So hopefully the rest of the country will go that way too. Doc, this is Hyper Wizard. He's a comic artist, and maybe he could do a show for Pops when you Americans are in bed. And then Pops is saying to you, Carrie, I don't know Hyper Wizard, but the network is open to anyone who wants a spot. Yep. Well, Carrie, drop the link. Oh, she did drop the link.
She did.
Carrie, if you know how to get in touch with dude, maybe put him in touch with Pops. But we're not going to keep this one going much longer, folks. I was looking at some of the madness shows. They run between an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours. We're going to cut this one short today for only one reason. Oh, wait. His name is Jake. He's been on Red Valkyrie's auction stream, but his channel is Hyper Wizard. Well, I'll go give him a look.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Yeah, Ron is kicking Mickey's ass. Exactly right. And he's also not letting teachers groom children. But you notice how the left spun that. They have a don't say gay bill. Even my leftist friend, who I debate with frequently because he's intelligent, fell for that. They're going to be allowed to mention that they're gay. No, that's not true. They're just not allowed to indoctrinate children with sex ed of any kind. Straight, sideways, upside down, Q, trans, don't matter. You don't do it. That's it. That's all I said. So anyway, we're going to wrap this one up. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I want to thank Tanner for coming out. As always, I'm helpless without my weekend. Happy Memorial Day. Do remember that, freedom ain't free, guys. A lot of blood has been spilled to keep the red on the flag red.
Yeah.
So with that, God bless America. God bless you. Take care. Peace out.